Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this week's episode. If you're new here, glad that you've arrived. My name is Carolyn Chebaro, and my goal on this YouTube channel is to inspire you, to motivate you, to get you to look at just a wee bit differently, all on your journey to leading your own simple life. If you have seen other videos on my channel, you will know that the most important thing, probably the first step, is to make the decision that things are not as you want them to be. You're overwhelmed all the time. You're stressed. You're full of angst. And so it begins with a decision that this has got to change. And that has got to do with inside your head. But there are some practical steps that you can take in order to start that journey in living a simple life. And that's what this video is all about. Let's roll. So practical step number one is something that your mother or your guardian or your parent probably told you when you were growing up. And that is a place for everything and everything in its place. And that literally means everything that you own should have a place, its own home, so that when you need it, you'll know where it is. An example of this would be the car keys. So when you come into your home and you put the car keys in a specific place. Another thing would be your remote control for the television. If you put it in the same place all the time, you're not going crazy and scrambling trying to find that remote control when after a long day you just want to sit down and watch television. You know, you have a place for your clothing, you have a place for books, you have a place for your food items. So everything that you own should have its own place. And if it doesn't, well, then that's something you need to do, because by doing that, it organizes your surrounding areas. So tip number one is a place for everything and everything in its place. Tip number two for leading a simple life is when you need help, no matter what it is, ask for it. And I think as women, we don't like asking for help. We think we can do everything on our own, but that practically is not the case. So if you need help, then ask for it. I did that recently because I had issues with my car, and all I know about a car is you go in it and turn it, and it should go. But in my case, when I went in and turned it, it didn't go. So I had to ask for help. And so this, again, applies on the practical side. If you need help in your home, in your car, then ask for help. Because I think you'd be very, very surprised on how many people are actually willing to help you. So on to number three. Number three is it's so important as you're going down this journey to leading a simple life to treat yourself well. What I mean here is that as you simplify your life, pat yourself on the back and say, whoa, I did this. This is great, and I feel so much better. Tip number four is it's okay, it's perfectly okay to have quiet time. And by that I mean switching off the phone, switching off the television, switching off a radio, anything that distracts you, and just sitting and doing nothing, or perhaps making yourself a cup of tea or coffee and just sitting in the silence. That is so much part of a simple life. It's just taking time for yourself. And you can expand on that, because you might find that your quiet time needs to be out in nature, or it could be, my example, swimming. So you'll find your own quiet time, but it is really, really important, and it's a real huge part of living a simple life. I've created a workbook for you on how you can jumpstart your simple life. And what I've noted is the top 9 questions that I get asked all the time about living this simple lifestyle, a minimal lifestyle. And I will put the link below if you would like your copy, and just work through the workbook at your own pace. But this also should help you on your journey. I'm answering your questions live on this YouTube channel. I will put the playlist below so you can catch up on those. But if you have any questions on how you can lead a simple life, well, just put them below and I will absolutely answer those questions. Until my next video, I wish everyone a good day. Stay well, stay safe. Toodles.